Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're OG, if not OG, if you recently listened to this podcast for a couple for like two months, you're welcome also. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notify, and comment on this podcast on YouTube now because my podcast is also available on YouTube and any platform also like Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. You and in others platform you can listen to this podcast right now. Today we're gonna do the NCAA March Madness recap for the men and for the women, and we talk about the NBA recap, and other stuff too. Now let's go with the men basketball. It had so there was like a couple of game on March Madness for the man. So let's get right to it. Purdue have handled their business like I predicted on my bracket that Purdue will beat Utah State 106-67. Let's see how and what else? Oh yeah, Marquette has been Colorado. They handled their business 81-77. Clemson beat Baylor 72-64. Duke has beat James Madison 93-55 in a blowout. UConn has handled their business against Northwestern 75-58. Houston on a thrilling overtime against Texas A&M 100-95. Alabama beat Grand Canyon 72-61, and San Diego State a win in a blowout game against Yale. So let's go with the first game, the versus Purdue versus Utah State. So who's the top scorer for Purdue? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Zach Ade with 23 point, 14 rebound, three assists on this game. They handled their business. Now that Utah have won, advanced to the second round. Actually, they already advanced to the second round. Can Purdue go further? Because remember, I was watching First Take, and Mad Dog Russo said that this team they always in March Madness, but they always get eliminated in the first round. So, do you think that the Purdue can go all the way to the Elite Eight? I think so. Why not? I mean, they have the easiest paths. They got the easiest path to get there to the Elite Eight or going to the Final Four. They got the most easiest schedule of this tournament, and I hope they go to the Final Four. I don't know. I don't think I put it in my bracket, but if I did, I did. If I did, so what? But I do think Purdue had a chance. Not winning the national championship, but winning the going to the Final Four. Now let's talk about Houston versus Texas A&M, which a thrilling overtime. I would tell you what, that Texas A&M is pretty much a scary team right now. with their top scorer guard Therese Radford with 27 points, 15 rebounds, six assists in 43 minutes, and I think he had like 45% in field goal, 50% in 3 point, 54.5 in the free throws, which is pretty good. I'll be honest with you. They probably be a scary team in a few years if he stay right now. The other top scorer in the Texas A&M is another guard, Wade Taylor the fourth, with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, and with 23.1% of the 3 points, which this is bad. It's bad. Field goal also 19.2%. But his free throw is 88.9%. So, he didn't have a good game. The stats say it's a good game, but if you look at the field goal, it's not that good. It's not that good, man. Now for the Houston team, their top scorer. Actually, the three top scorers. Actually, there's four, but especially the three. Let's start with the guard Emmanuel Sharp with 30 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 50% in field goal, 50% of the 3 point, 87.5% in the free throw, which is pretty good. It took a lot of guts, a lot of energy to go out there and beat the Texas A&M. The other top scorer that I see is another. I believe he's a guard. Wait, hold on. Guard L.J. Cryers, 20.3 rebound and 4 assists with 46% field goal, 30% in 3 point, which is just bad. 75% in free throws. So I'm okay with him. And he also is a senior. Maybe he will go to the NBA draft. I don't know. But he's 3 point. He needs to work out. He needs to work his 3 point right now. And the last top scorer is Jamal Shed with 21 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. He didn't. So in this game, he had 38.9% in field goal, 0% in 3 point. I'm pretty shocked. 70% in free throws. So he also had a big game tonight. So that's all I got to say. It was a great turn overtime. So congratulations to the Houston Cougar. Now let's go now I want to talk about the UConn, but this one they already handled the business. So I'm not surprised UConn beat Northwestern. I'll be honest with you, and they had to handle their business. So I did in my bracket that the UConn Husky will win the national championship on the men's side, because the only team I can see them challenge, I believe, is gonna be Houston Cougar. I believe it's between Houston and Duke. Cause I don't, and maybe also San Diego State as a dark horse, and maybe Purdue also as a dark horse. But they're gonna handle their business. Now, even maybe Alabama, but I don't think Alabama have a chance to beat the UConn. So on the men's side, there's nothing to say. Sometimes I would say this: and I'm gonna say it in a couple of minutes after this. Sometimes predictable in the NCAA March Madness or in the NBA, any sport can be predictable. Sometimes predictability can be good, and sometimes it can be bad. In this case, it could be in this case it's pretty pretty I'll put it in the middle. So in the men's side, the predictability of UConn winning it could be good. Not bad, but good. That's all I gotta say about that. Now we'll take a quick break. Then we're gonna talk about the on the women's side of the NCAA March Madness. Welcome back to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host Pascal Mayala, and let's talk about the woman tournament. Now, I know there's a couple of games left. Actually, there's today they have another couple of games. So let's talk about what happened on Sunday. South Carolina, like I predicted on my bracket, that they handled their business against North Carolina, 88-41. Texas has beaten Alabama, 65-54. No, yeah, Texas has beaten Alabama 65-54. Duke has beat Ohio State 75-63. LSU beat Middle Tennessee 83-56. Oregon State has beaten Nebraska by 10 points, 61-51. Colorado beat 63 to 50 against Kansas State. Stanford has beaten Iowa State 87-81. And Baylor has beaten Virginia Tech by 3 points, 75-72. Now let's go with the South Carolina versus North Carolina. The battle of Carolina right now. So the top scorer for the actually just like what this like one true top scorer, but she's from the bench, so their top scorer is Malaysia Fuwali with the 20 point, 9 rebound, 1 assist, 53% of field goal, 57% in the 3 point, and 0 in the free throw line. So she got a big game against North Carolina, and I'm not surprised about that because Dawn Staley can really put a player, even though she didn't play not much minute. So she showed up, and also she's a freshman. So maybe after the other ladies, she will be next year. She'll start. In the lineup for South Carolina. So like I said, the battle of Carolina. South Carolina handled their business like I predicted in my bracket. So congratulations to South Carolina. Now let's talk about LSU versus Middle Tennessee. Because hold on, yep, let's talk about LSU versus Middle Tennessee because LSU has handled their business. Also, like I said, sometimes predictable can be good or can be bad, but this one was good. With top scorer Angel Reese, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. 35% field goal, 80% on the free throw line. She's balling right now, and that's her. If you saw at the end I believe the fourth quarter. You see, she hug her coach Kim because you know that's her last year playing college, and she's probably going to enter the WNBA draft. So it's pretty good that she had that moment, and that's very great, right? That's very great. And also another top scorer is Flo J. Johnson, a sophomore. Sophomore, she has 21 point, 4 rebound, and 2 assists, 60% of the field goal, 50% of 3 point, and 80% of free throw line. Which also she had a good game. So LSU, like I said, LSU has handled their business. They has handled their business. The what this is supposed to do. Now, what else we could talk about? Yes, Iowa State versus Stanford. Stanford. I think if I look at my bracket, I chose Iowa State. I forgot, but sometimes you forget which bracket, which team did you chose to go against, who's gonna win. But Stanford, somebody had a monster game in the Stanford Cardinal team. So Kiki sorry, I'll butcher her name. So Kiki Iranfe Jr. She had 41 points, 6 rebound, close to a double, and 4 assists. So 53% of the field goal, 100% in the free throw line. I'm not surprised about that with 100%, but 53% of the field goal. Like, goddamn, she had a monster game. Do you think they can be the Cinderella? I don't think so. But I think this team can go further. Oh, also they went in overtime, so that's why she got 41 points. She showed up. At least she showed up compared to her other teammate, with exception of Hannah Jump, who she got 50 points and 2 assists, with 50% field goal and 37% in 3 points. The rest were let's say off night. And one thing I don't want to see is a team that had to rely on one player. And also I forgot to talk about with the USC, and I think that the team also cannot not always rely on Juju Watson. So it had to be a team effort, but other team may have to show up for the Stanford Cardinal, because Kiki Irene Fee cannot do this alone. Next game I want to talk about what other game I want to talk about, or that I chose, which was shocking, because it wasn't shocking because I knew I want to pick that team. It was, I believe. No, I don't think so. Every prediction I did, it was absolutely right. So I want to talk about the next game for the man. Next game for the man is what he's gonna be. There's no game for the man, no game for the man, and I believe no game for the woman, if I'm not mistaken. No. There's a couple of games for the woman. So don't forget to watch on ESPN Ole Smith versus Notre Dame. Then Tennessee versus North Carolina State. Syracuse versus UConn. That will be a good game. Oklahoma versus Indiana. West Virginia versus Iowa. Creighton versus UCLA. Kansas versus USC. This is going to be a great game. Utah versus Gonzagas. So don't forget to watch those games. If there's no men college basketball today, go watch the women. The women are killing it. They are killing it. Now, let's take a little bit quick break. Then we will talk about the NBA. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host Pascal Mayela. Now let's talk about the NBA right now. So there's like what 7 game. Yeah, six game Sunday. So let's start with the Pelicans versus the Pistons. Pelicans handled their business against the Pistons, 114 versus 101. I watched 2 games. I watched 2 games. I watched the Pelicans versus the Pistons and the 76ers versus the Clippers, who Philly won 121 to 107 against the Clippers. But let's talk about the Pelicans versus the Pistons. And I know it's the Pistons, and the team on a rebuild. Top scorer Zion Williamson with a top performance with 36 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And I don't like the plus minus thing, but he got plus 18 with 92% on the field goal, no 3 points percentage on Zion, and 71% on the free throw line. So Zion had a monster game. And I say this, he took it seriously, and I'm happy for Zion. And he lost 25 pounds. And I'll say this, continue Zion, and he has a monster. If they continue playing like that, and Zion show up and take it seriously, and Brandon Ingram comes back for the playoff, I think there will be a dark horse. And we don't really mention dark horse much. And I did not mention much on the dark horse right now. But if I had to pick 2 or 3 teams in the dark horse in the East and the West. In the West, I got 2 dark horse. The Pelicans and the Dallas Mavericks. And people say, why the Dallas Mavericks? Because they can scare you. They can scare you like that. The Dallas Mavericks can really scare you and how they play. But my concern with Dallas is Luka. Because I know Kyrie will do a thing. The team is good. But my question with Luka, can your style of game can work in the playoff? Because we've seen this style similar, like James Harden. If you remember, James Harden, he was like everybody move a step away, I'll do my thing, 2-3 points. And what happened in the playoff, he got exposed multiple times. So my question is for the Dallas Mavericks, if Luka's style will fit in the playoff. That's the question I've been asking. And until we've seen it, we will see. Now, let's go with the Sixers versus the Clippers. Like I said, I watched both game. The Sixers won against the Clippers 121-107. Uh, who was Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey tied themselves with 24 points. With Tobias Harris with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, plus 8 with 50% 3 points, 57% in the field goal. Tyrese Maxey, like I said, he got 24 points, I think 6 assists and 1 rebound plus 15 with 52% in the field goal, 60% in 3-point, and 75% in the free throw line. So I know they don't have Joel Embiid, but then after this we're gonna look at the playing spot where they're at. Without Joel Embiid, the Sixers are in trouble, and I don't think he will come. I don't think Joel Embiid will come back. So just rest. Come back the next year. I'll be honest with you. And also, just for that, Cameron Payne, he also had a great game. He off the bench, 23 points, 5 rebound, and 3 assists, plus 16, which is phenomenal. Field goal, he had 8 out of the 15, 5 out of 10 on the 3-point, and 2 for 2 for the free throw line. So great game for Cameron Payne. Now the Clippers. The Clippers. The Clippers are 89 since the post All-Star. And this is what I was concerned with them. My concern with them, and Paul Pierce said it best when I listened to their podcast, Certified G with Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce something interesting on the podcast. He said that there's no leadership with the Clippers. And you know what? I think he's not lying. I think he's telling the truth. There's no leadership. And what's worry about it is that how they're gonna do well in the playoff. That's my concern. Now let's before I talk about this, let's talk about the stats. Kawhi Leonard, the top scorer, 20 points, 6 rebounds and 3 assists, 7 for 16 on the field goal, 1 for 6 on the 3-point, 3.9, and 5 for 5 for the free throws. Paul George, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 for 15 in the field goal, 4 for 8 in the 3-point. And that's your top scorer. Your leader. And they have to be vocal, you know. They have to be vocal because they don't want, to me, and this is what I'm talking about. And I don't want to see the Clippers go out in the first round like last year. I know Kawhi Leonard did not play, Paul George did not play, and James Harden wasn't there at the last year with the Clippers. Yeah, that's true. Russell Westbrook had to do it by himself, which Russell Westbrook, you got to give him props for that. And I don't want to see the Clipper go out in the first round, whoever they're going to be matched. Because if they don't not get out to the first round, let me tell you something. All you Clipper fans who listen to this podcast or any podcast, I'm going to consider this as a failure season for them. And let's in facts, it's facts. That's what I'm worried about for the Clippers. Now, also James Harden, he had a good game, 12 points and 14 assists and 4 rebounds. He had his second straight double double, back to the second straight double double in today's game, which is crazy. But like I said, my concern is the Clippers is health and leadership for them. That's what I'm gonna say about them. Now, the Miami Heat handled their business against the Cavaliers, 121-84. Their top scorer, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has scored. Jimmy Butler has scored 15 points, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. Same thing for Bam Adebayo, 50 points, 16 rebound, and 3 assists and 5 steal, I believe. Yeah, 5 steal. Damn. Damn. Yeah. And who else? And the bench, who really showed up. Haywood Highsmith, 18.5 rebound, 2 assists. Great game for him. They have to be ready for the playoff. I know they're like the 8 seed in the play-in tournament. They are in the play-in, so don't get twisted. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks handle their business. Sorry, against the Oklahoma City Thunder, 118-93. The top scorer on the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 30 points, 19 rebounds, 4 assists. Damian Lillard have a okay game, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Chris Middleton, same thing, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. I think he got a triple double. Yes, I think he got a triple double. Personally, now for OKC. Right now, SGA, he got a bad game. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. 5 for 12 for the field goal, and 0 for 3 on the 3-point. So I'm not concerned with the OKC because they're young. Like I said, they're young, and they're gonna learn from the playoff. Even though they're probably going to lose in the first round, the second round, but it's a learning experience for them. Now for the Bucks, like I said, for them, it's all about health. It's all about health. Can Chris Middleton be healthy for the playoff? That's the question we have to ask Giannis. Can Giannis and Dame bring the Milwaukee Bucks to the finals? But first, you have to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because that's what Damian Lillard signed for, right? You sign him to go to the final to win a chip. And also my concern also is Doc River. Can Doc River cannot choke in the playoff? That's my concern for the Bucks. Now, next game. Warriors versus Timberwolves. The Timberwolves won by 4 points. The top scorer for the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, with a monster game. 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Klay Thompson off the bench, 60 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. 6 for 15 in the field goal, 3-11 for the 3 points, it was a slump. And who else? Jonathan Kuminga, 14 points, 3 rebound, 2 assists, 0 for 3, 0 in the 3-point, 4 for 8 in the field goal. Now, Timberwolf, Anthony Edwards, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 for 18 in the field goal, 4 and 8 in the 3-point, and 5 for 8 in the free throw line. Who else got a month? Niles Reed, 20 points, 12 rebound, and one steal and 2 blocks, 7 for 11 in the field goal, 6 for 8 in the 3 points. Like I said, the Timberwolves. Do you think if I ask the question with the Timberwolves, and by the way, congratulations to the win. For the Timberwolves, my question for them it is, with those 2 big men, Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, can they win a series? Can you win a series with 2 big men in the starting lineup? Because the playoff slows down, and the other team will go small. So that's my question for them. Now for the Golden State Warriors, now they like in the play-in. Like I said on my previous, I believe it was last episode. Yeah, it was last episode on my podcast. I said this. The Warriors need to avoid to get eliminated, not be in the playoff. They have to be avoid to not making the playoff. Because I said this. Also, they need to win 10 out of 4. For 10 and 4. They need to go 10 and 4 if they want to be in the play-in. So that's what I said about the Golden State Warriors, because Houston Rockets is coming, They're coming up. They're gonna take the Warriors spot if the Warriors continue to lose. And finally, the Lakers handled their business against the Indiana Pacers, 115 to 145 against the Indiana Pacers. God damn, that would be a hell of a game, hell of a score like I never seen in my life. Now let's start with the winning team. Anthony Davis, he had a monster game. 36 points, 60 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 50 for 21 in the field goal, 1 for 2 for the 3-point, and 5 out of 5 of the free throws. LeBron James, he got 26 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block. And he got 8 for 19 in the field goal, 2 for 4 in the 3-point percentage, and 8 for 8 in the free throws. Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of top players to show up, like Dinwiddie, 26 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 80 for 11. 8 and 11 for the field goal, 2 for 3 in the 3-point, 8 and 9 to the free throw free throw line. Same thing with Austin Reeves, 25 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 6 for 13 in the field goal, 2 for 5 in the 3-point, 11 for 12 in the free throw line. He got a lot of 3-point line. I mean, damn. And also in the bench, who showed up? Teron Prince, 14 points, 1 block, 2 rebounds, 6 for 8 in the field goal, 3 out of 3-point line, 3 point, and 0 for 1 in the free throws. I think Just like what? Five person showed up. 5 persons showed up for the Lakers. Ooh, but Anthony Davis got a monster game. He got a monster game, and I said we need to see Anthony Davis play like that in the playoff. He needs to show up because LeBron James is up in age right now. You know what we say about Father Time? Father Time is undefeated. So Anthony Davis needs to show up. Now for the Pacers, also they got like what? 8 persons showed up for the team. Pascal Siakam, 36 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Sorry. 16 for 19, 29 in the field goal. 0 for 2 for the 3-point, yeah. And 4 for 8 in the free throw line. Tyrese Halliburton, I know he's trying to adjust with Pascal Siakam. He got 12 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And 2 steals. 5 for 13 in the field goal, 2 for 6 in the 3 points. Also, Miles Turner, he had a good game. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. 7 for 12 in the field goal, 4 for 6 in the 3-point. I mean, every team showed up. I mean, RB Toppin showed up with his 11 point. McDermott, 14 point, he showed up. TJ McConnell, 17 point. 17 point, he showed up. Who else? Naismith, 13 point, he showed up. Nembar, 15 point, he showed up. I mean, it took a lot of guts. I mean, god damn. I mean, to go to 150 to 145, losing 5 points. I mean, it's a monster game right now. So that's all I gotta say for the result. Now let's go to see in NBA standing right now. Let's look at the Eastern Conference. So the Eastern Conference is a little bit shaky right now, and it's actually stayed the same. But in the play-in, it's a little bit flipped right now. Let's go. Boston already clinched the playoff. Milwaukee, 2nd place. Cleveland, they're in the 3rd place. New York Knicks, with the loss with the Cavaliers, the New York Knicks could take the 3rd spot. Orlando Magic in the 5th place. Indiana Pacers in the 4th place. In the 6th place. I said 4th place, the New York Knicks. My bad. The Miami Heat, 7th place. Sixers, like I said, they're in the 8th place. They're in the play-in. Chicago, 9. Atlanta, 10. I mean, the East is not that shaky, but I think the Nets and the Raptors. I know they lost against the Wizards, but if they continue both teams to lose, they will be out of the playoff. Now let's go with the West, because the West is shaky right now. The West is getting very more interesting than the East. So Denver, they're in number one spot. 2, OKC. 3, the Wolf. 4, the Clippers. 5, the Pelicans. 6, the Suns. 7, the Kings. 8, the Maverick. 9, the Lakers. 10, the Warriors. 11, the Rockets. They're not eliminated yet. Utah Jazz not eliminated yet with a 12th spot. Now, let's go with like I said, the 10 and the 11th spot. If the Golden State continue losing, they'll be out of the playoffs. So that's when I said they need to win 10 out of 4 games left in the regular season. because Houston is coming up. Houston, like, I believe they're like what? 8 wins in 11 win in a row, between 8 and 11, but with Shangun and without Shangun. So the Houston Rocket right now, they're hot right now. They're very hot. Yeah, like right now, I have to look at the wins. Look at the wins right now. They're like what? 8 wins, like 8 wins. Yeah, 8 wins. 8 wins in a row. And Jalen Green is showing out his true color right now. He's balling right now. If they win against Portland in the next game, if they win against Portland on Tuesday, it will be 9. The Golden State Warriors has to be careful. This is a state emergency for them. A state emergency. Because if they continue losing, they'll be out of the playoff. So that's all I got to say about that. Let's take a quick break. Then we can talk about the other news right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host Pascal Mayela. Now let's talk about what happened. The game between the Jazz and the Rockets. So Jabari Smith Jr. and Chris Dunn has been suspended. Chris Dunn with he's been suspended by 2 games, and Jabari Smith Jr. 1 game. You know, that's not the first time we saw that. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, a couple months. I think it was a couple. No, yeah, I think it was a couple. I think it was a what? What was it? I think it was a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks ago, the Jazz have faced the Houston Rocket, and you know what in Houston, and you saw what happened. They fought. Chris Dunn and Jabari Smith Jr. fought each other. Yes, in Houston, with the win. With the win, it was January 21. Houston won against the Jazz in a thrilling overtime, and Chris Dunn and Jabari Smith have a scuffle, and that's the second time right now. And I think it's great because I believe the next 2 games. For Jabari Smith, he's not gonna play against the Portland, and their last meet is gonna be in Utah, so March 30 in Utah. So for Chris Dunn, he's gonna be suspended for 2 games. One against the Maverick and the other for the Spurs, you know. But the league had to do something about this, and they did the right thing. Both players are suspended. So they did the right thing. Now, another news we talk about, Jack Galkey from Colorado Buffalo. He landed a NIL deal after the win against Oakland, so it's pretty good right now. So here's what Jake Goldkey said on his social media, X, formerly Twitter. He said that send the game to overtime, so that meant more great time, and actually for the BW wings, it's a sponsor. Not a sponsor. It's chicken wings and 6 free boneless wings. This March Madness order using blazing rewards before the last game of the day goes into overtime to receive the offer. Hashtag overtime deal, hashtag NIL, hashtag sponsored. And you know what? That's great. That's great. That's great for him because a lot of those players who's in college who want to be professional or not, that's their choice. They need to touch those money because one thing I do not like in college with the NCAA what they're doing is the coach getting paid more and the student athlete pay less and they don't get paid. And now that the society has changed, those college kids can still get those deals. Not get paid by but not get paid by the NCAA, but get paid for sponsored. Sponsor will pay them and so on and so forth. So congratulations for him. Now let's talk about this one. Dodgers Shohei Ohtani will speak in the media on Monday about this the interpreter of Opei Mizrahi investigation. So we're gonna hear his voice for the first time on Monday about and address the situation. So here's the tweet from Jack Harris on X, formerly Twitter. This is he gotta say. A Dodger public relationship official has also confirmed the plan is for Shohei Ohtani to address the media today. So today, Monday. That will be his first time speaking since the allegation about Opei Mizrahi surfaced last week. So this is going to be the first time he's going to speak about it, about the Shohei Ohtani situation, and I hope he addressed very well. And I hope that he wasn't I hope he wasn't involved with it, because if he is involved with it, it's going to be a bad look for him, for Shohei Ohtani. Now let's talk about the winner and losers for the NCAA bracket, for the NCAA. So according to Bleachers Report, and we're gonna make that quick. We got 7 minutes. We're gonna make that quick right now. The winner and the loser for round 2. Let's go. According to Bleachers Report, the men NCAA tournament Sunday round 2 winners and losers. So winner, Shakan Smart, the head coach of the Marquette, the winner after they won their game. Losers, Zach Edey Hater. The Zach Edey Hater and Utah State trying to defend him. Yep. They're the Utah State are the losers for this one. Next, winner. The media in North Carolina research triangle. I wonder what it's all about. This is according to Bleachers Report. Not me, people. This is according to Bleachers Report. Losers. The MWC ACC regular season conversation. I don't know what it's about. But If you want to read this on Bleachers Report. So the winner, Big East, and the dream of the repeat champ. So that means it has to be Connecticut. Which you talk about Connecticut, which they can repeat, and I totally agree. UConn could repeat to win championship. Losers, the rest of the way in Spokane. Yep. This one is talked about the Alabama versus Grand Canyon. So I don't want to read all of it. So you guys just go look at a Bleachers Report. So now the winner, Houston, in spite of a near mountain collapse, which is true. The Houston has survived, but they have to be worried about this, because the next game is not going to be easy. So that's true. They almost lost to Texas A&M, like I said. So they're surviving overtime. A great game for them. And the losers, Cinderella. Cinderella. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, he's talking about the Yale versus San Diego State. So the Cinderella for them is over. So those are the winners and losers. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you wanna listen to my previous podcast, you can listen to this on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Castbox, Amazon Music, and also on YouTube, because this others episode that I put is also on YouTube, so it's available on YouTube. And if you want to follow me on social media, go at on Instagram, Pascal_Mayala_15. Same thing for Threads, Pascal_Mayala_15. Or on Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, at Belly versus PMM. So thank you very much for listening to this podcast, and I'll see you next time.